Good morning, Fish, the beach bum investor, with your live crypto chat and currency discussion for the 8th of September 2017. I came on a little bit early because I got sick of waiting, so just going to load up on Steam it, let them know that the discussion's going on. Won't be a second. No one in the house yet anyway, because I'm early. It's been a pretty good night, actually, for the crypto economy. So we'll get into that in a second. Hey, A-Dog. Welcome, man. Thanks for the like. Just posting in Steam it, dude. Don't know if they have an age restriction on Steam it, but you might be able to write your video game reviews over there, dude. Make some crypto, even at a young age. Man, I saw all your comments, A-Dog. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Yeah, the boys had a good laugh at it as well. The Zeman, I've got something special for you. Stay in contact. Hang around for a second. No, you're a fellow bodyboarder, so I forgot to. I don't know why I didn't grab this the other day when we were talking old school stuff. But we'll get on to the crypto economy in a moment. G'day, Crypto Care. You. Oh, that's Joe, of course. How are you, Joe? What's going on, bro? I had a look at that Kik ICO, bro. We're going to talk about that today. So if you've got time, hang around because I know you're well knowledgeable about it. I was kind of on the fence on it, to be honest, man. But let's have a look at it with you if you ain't going to hang around. Just post this in there. I just want to grab something very, very quickly. I got very bad connection again. Thanks, A-Dog. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making that song, man. Fresh Prince of Crypto. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a... I've got poor connection, so sorry if I'm lagging again. It's all these guys on my internet. Yeah, man. The Zeman... Hold tight. I got to get this before I forget. Yeah, good, man. And yeah, there's heaps of token. Yeah, cool. We'll have a look. Because that... yeah, the buffer. Sorry. I might ask the boys to get off the internet, actually. So that we've got it free for the stream. Just give me 2 seconds. I should have just gone on my phone. I was going to do that and I totally forgot. Yeah, I got bad connection. Is it?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm still in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hold off?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Just for the next bit. Can you see if the boys downstairs can jump off? Yeah. Just because we got a bad connection. Sorry, it's buffering. We're just gonna get the. Thanks, A-Dog. Yeah, we're having fun, man. Doing some crypto raps. I've been writing some more stuff actually. We're gonna try and get the boys together to do a really cool one that we've been working on. I've got a bad connection. I'm just asking everyone in the house to actually sign off the internet, so that will hopefully speed it up a little bit. We've got a lot of people staying here at the moment. I am sorry about that. I should have just done it on my phone. Hey, Grinkers, what's up? So yeah, I've got that bad connection at the moment, but this one's for Zeman. Bro, do you see whose autograph that is? That's Mike Stewart. Came into town recently, so the bodyboarders of the world will know who that is. Okay, it looks like everyone's jumping off the net at home, so we've got a better connection now. Yeah, so we're going to have a look at a few things today. The market, of course. No, man, not kidding. 9 times world champion Mike Stewart himself. Yeah, so obviously an absolute hero in the bodyboarding world. He was in town recently, actually, so just awesome. Grew up with photos of him on my wall for sure. Everyone knows Mike Stewart, who's picked up a lid before. Anyone who's bodyboarded before knows Mike Stewart. Sorry to interrupt the crypto chat, but that you can see by the Zeman's reaction that that's huge, right? So just sorry for the bit of bodyboarding stuff there. Let's move on to the crypto economy. I'm just going to bring up coinmarketcap.com. I've seen some ridiculous valuations put on this actual website itself, like really, really big valuations on coinmarketcap.com, like way bigger than most of the actual cryptos in the economy. So that's interesting. They have their donations on the site, which is smart. I should probably go and talk to Zhao actually about setting that up for our own site so that anything that we donate we can put towards tech to make the channel better. So yeah, see you, A-Dog. Thanks for dropping in as usual, bro. Good to see you as always. Alright, so let's have a run through the crypto economy. Really nice, like 160, just under 163 billion. So hey Zhao, welcome to the chat, man. I was just talking about some of the stuff we're going to be setting up for our social media stuff for the Crypto Wave Investment Group and Fish the Beach Bum Investor. Should be fun. So let's have a look at the economy. It's 162.9 billion market cap. So pretty strong. Like my count's just been nice and steady lately every time I check it, which gives me a good indication. Just checking the BTC and the dollar value, and it's looking really strong. 24-hour trade volume of 5.8 billion. So not huge amounts compared to what we've seen, but nice and steady. Thanks, Wilkie. Heaps better now, bro. Yeah, so the BTC dominance is at 46.7%, and speaking of Bitcoin, it is sitting just under the 4,600 psychological resistance. It has moved up just under 1% in the last 24 hours. We've had about a 0.25% retracement in the last hour. So Bitcoin's... Hey Jundo, welcome back, man. Good to see you, as always. Yeah, we're just running through the market to start with, and then we'll get on to some coins that I've had a look at. Yeah, Ethereum's down a little. It's pretty steady. The whole market's quite steady. There aren't huge figures up the top end. I'll get on to some that have moved a lot in a second, but Ethereum's at 327.57. I still see it as really good long-term buying, and again, there's a lot of ERC20 tokens coming out, so whatever it's called, ER20, Ethereum-based tokens coming out. So actually, Kik is one we're looking at today, and that's only accepting Ethereum through their ICO. So if you like your ICOs, it's a good time. The Zeman, yeah, the Zeman's just asked if there's a reason why I always quote US dollar prices rather than Australian dollar prices. It's because I am broadcasting to an international audience, and if I'm constantly updating, and the US dollar is the major fiat currency in the world. It's what we base a lot of things on, gold prices, all that sort of stuff. So it's probably just the easiest currency to translate back into your own currency of origin. Most people know the exchange rate between the US dollar and their own country. So yeah, benchmark, yeah, exactly. It's just my benchmark price. I have to then go and figure out whether the Australian dollar is going to go up or down to actually make it relative back to my currency. By the way, I think 79 is a little overpriced, and I think we'll probably go down a little bit. Although it did come up. Like, I had this massive debate with my day trading mentor about the Australian dollar price back when it was at about 72 cents, and he said he didn't think it was going any further. Sorry, he thought it was going to go further down because the iron ore price is dropping. And I said, no, iron ore prices are dropping out. The world's preparing for war. They're going to need metal. Where's metal come from? Iron ore. So I said it would go up, but stupidly I let go of like a lot. Yeah, that's a good point that Xiao makes. So realistically, all I'm trying to do at this stage is not really make it relative to us. It's tempting when you have big run-ups and you want to go, I've made this much money, but all I'm trying to do is accumulate more coins. So I always, like Xiao's just suggested, you make it relative to the BTC price, and so that way you know, as long as you're trading always higher than what you sold it. Sorry, you're selling it at higher than what you bought it. You're always making extra coins, and then if the coin price goes up, you're set. I don't know why it's showing very bad connection. They probably gave me 3 minutes downstairs and just decided they needed the internet again. So, we're back online. Let's see how we go. Sorry about that. I'll just start doing it on the phone. It's expensive though, you know. I use all my data and it keeps charging me like $10 whatever it is that Telstra charges. Get back to me, Telstra. Let's sort out something better. Bring you on as a sponsor. Begrudgingly. Nah. Yeah, so we'll have a look at the rest of it. One that I wanted to have a look at today was Neo. Neo has exploded off those lows. So it dropped as low as $17. I know that because Joe, the guy who's the young guy with the... Hey, Slice Keeper. Not sure. That's an interesting question. I've not... Yeah, I saw that. Oh, we'll get onto that in a second, Gio. That's an interesting point. Let me just go back to the chat, because there was an interesting question in here from Slice Keeper. Hey, Slice Keeper. One of our regulars. Hey, Fish, about coin market cap, do they show us a value that is more than the true worth? To my understanding, it is accurate. They take... If you go and have a look at the markets, so if you go down, I'll get it up so I can show you. Coin market cap. Where did I put it? So many tabs open. Sorry about that. Here it is. Okay, so if we pick a coin, if we just go on here and we'll pick a coin, just one at random, you know, totally at random, like, I don't know, say PIVX. Yeah, exactly. John Doe's got it right there. I'm just going to explain that with a visual because people will watch this in the recording afterwards and not necessarily understand what we're talking about. So let's just take a random coin, PIVX, just random, one of the better coins on the market, of course. And if you have a look here, so if I hit the PIVX, I've hit PIVX on the main screen, I've just selected it, and it comes up with this information. Now what I want to do is scroll down the page, and you see here we've got the trading charts. I'm sorry, I'll try and get the reflection off that. And then up with top we've got these tabs, and what you want to select is markets. It's the second tab from the left, and what that will do is actually show you that the coins are being traded at different prices at different trading platforms, and this is not unusual. So you'll see here, like, wow, yeah, look at the difference here. Look at the swings and the separations. I'm just going to try and get it close and in focus, but you'll see here. Sorry, it's really difficult. Just going to try and hold it steady. But this top one is trading at, let me just check the price, $4.14, which is pretty close to market price at the moment. The one below it, which is actually the second highest trade volume. So Bittrex is obviously the highest trade volume. It's probably the biggest trading platform we're on. But BTC 100, which is the PIVX to the CNY, it's trading at $3.39. That's massively undervalued. So you could essentially just get onto BTC 100, buy PIVX with the CNY, transfer it over to Bittrex and sell it for 30% more, 20% more, 20 to 30% more, 25% more. That's incredible. And on Livecoin, if you look at the PIVX Ether trade, like the last sort of price was $5.99. So better yet, you go onto BTC 100, you buy PIVX with the CNY, you move that PIVX over to Livecoin and you do the PIVX Ether trade and sell it at $5.99. You've just bought it at $3.39 on the CNY and you sell it at $5.99 against the Ether trade. Whoa! And see, this is one of the things about PIVX sort of not being on some of the major exchanges like PIVX and that yet. But when we get on those ones, the trade volumes are probably going to be much bigger, and that usually indicates more price action. I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. I think there's been 5,000 requests or more go through to PIVX to have PIVX put on the exchange, but they've yet to respond to the requests of the people. So we'll see what happens. It's an interesting market though. Really interesting, the swings. $9.66. Someone got lucky. It's only a small trade for $335 of volume, but someone over at Coin Exchange sold PIVX to Ether for like a US dollar value of $9.66 a coin. Like, that's huge. Good gains there. $6.01 on Over Exchange. And this is what I do with my LTC trades as well over at Cryptopia. When they show up occasionally, I'm probably the one getting the big gains and the big sell prices. And some really good buy prices actually. So I like playing those trades, they're fun. Usually get good gains on them. Speaking of Litecoin, I think we skipped over that a little bit. Let's go and have a look at Litecoin. So I've actually accumulated quite a few through the trading. Yeah, $78.10, nice. It's retraced up 0.5%. No big deal. Oh, sorry, it's actually up 0.08%. I was looking at Ripple there. Banks are getting scared that we're about to take all their money, so Ripple's going down. Just check on the chat, see if you guys have spoken about anything. Coin arbitrage, the average price of all markets. Yeah, cool. Yeah, okay, so basically coin market cap, my answer to the original question, no, I don't think it's, I think it's accurate. It takes into account all those things. Bought my first PIVX yesterday. Wow, Grinkers. Nailed it. I keep missing, man. I set some PIVX buy orders and it just keeps getting away from me and up the charts again. $3.88 is really good buying, man. Long term and short term, obviously. We're above that already. So please make your own decisions. And if you want to sell, for sure, it's up to you. But for mine, get it in a wallet, core wallet, 2.3.0 we're up to at PIVX, and get it staking, bro. That's the go. Residual income. Get those coins staking. With 300 coins, you'll be looking at like a month before you get a staking bonus probably. That's like the node calculator, but sorry, that's the rewards calculator would say roughly that, I think. Maybe a bit more. Bought at $4.10, John Doe. Okay, not bad, man. We've been as high as $4.80 in history, don't forget. So, and I don't think we've capped our highest ever at PIVX. We're working on some pretty cool stuff. And I know more and more stores are coming online to accept PIVX's payment. That's not inside knowledge. Yeah, hodl that, John Doe. I agree, man. $4.10. Nothing wrong with that. What's the price at the moment? $4.80, bro. We've been as high as. We're going to... not that I can make public. Like, just... we're continuing to work, obviously, on the development. I've just been asked if there's any big announcements that I can make. Not at this stage. We did sponsor a Polish football team. I can't remember the name of them. I'll have to learn how to say it. But the jerseys look epic. But I think we've already seen some price action around that and the wallet release. I think the price action's been factored in for our most recent that's actually been made public information. I think we'll still see nice continued growth. Yeah, Panthers. Joe. I think we'll see continued steady growth. If you look at the charts, it looks pretty good. So I know a lot of people getting into PIVX too, just within my circles. It's good tech. You get to stake it. It's a proof of stake coin. So yeah, I agree. John Doe said very steady at the moment, which is good. I like that growth pattern. Like, I'll just bring out the charts for you. But if you just have a look at the most recent chart, like you'd usually look for more of a dip at this after that last bit of parabolic growth. But you see that most recent sideways movement across here. Sorry, I just gave you all the middle finger. Totally didn't mean to do that. There's sideways movement here, but it's like slowly uptrending. But it's sort of capping as well, which is usually where you get like an explosion of price action when it comes to a point. So, will that be the retracement or will that be up here? That's, your guess is as good as mine. We're sitting at $4.14 at the moment though. So if you bought at $4.10, you're up 1%. 1%? Are you filming me?
Yeah, mate.
Wilkie, you can watch this later. Cheeky bugger. Yeah, so if you're making 1% a day, we did some figures on that. Analysts call it accumulation stage. That's exactly right, John Doe. Exactly right. So they're trading in and out, and there's a guy next to me, Wilkie, who's actually a trader. He's more into investment in traditional terms, and he's just getting into crypto, but he had his first little trading session, and he's an experienced trader, so please don't expect to do this if you're new. But he said, wow, it's a trader's dream. So he's just playing the swings and racking them up. But yeah, that's exactly right. When you see this sideways movement, that's usually accumulation. People trying to get as many coins as they can. So they're trying to actually keep the market quite steady and just sell with 1% margins even, or 2% margin, or 5% margins in this market. It moves that much. But that's your accumulation stage, especially with that steady uptrend at the end. But when it comes to a point, it'll usually break out one way or the other. And that's where you look for your resistances and supports to get cracked and see which way it's going to go. That's the one. KKS Rowa. I've got to learn how to pronounce it because they're fellow PIVX athletes. But I'm just going to go back to the chat there because that's the Polish football team. KKS Rowa Katowice. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I actually sent them a message wishing them well for the 2017-2018 season. Great to have more PIVX athletes on board. So stoked. I'll have to get into my football. I do understand the rules a little bit. I played when I was really, really young, but anyway, yeah. Slightly off topic. Apologies, international viewers. Have you heard of the Aussie company called Digitalx? Is that how it's pronounced? Digitalx? No, I haven't. Katowice. Oh, yeah, of course it would be. Okay, thanks to the Zeman. So that shows you how good I am at my foreign pronunciation, but it's Katowice. Katowice is what the Zeman's suggesting there for the football team. So it'd be KKS Rowa Katowice. So good luck to the boys in 2017, 2018. Yeah, right. It's listed on the ASX. Wilkie. There's a Aussie blockchain listed on ASX. It's called Digital X. Digital X or Digital... Yeah, I'd say it'd be Digital X. Very interesting. I'll have a look at that. I haven't done any research, John Doe, so we'll have to have a look at that one. They roll out Bitcoin ATMs in Australia. Are there many around? I didn't think there were many around at the moment. It's also an Aussie ICO, no joke. Which one's the Aussie ICO, the Zeman? I have to get in contact with the developers and that and see what's going on. Sure, I can manage that. Just go knock on their door. It's a big country, it might be hard, but I'll find out. Cool. I'm going to have a look into those. That's interesting. Do you want to cover the Kik ICO now? Because I had a look at that. PIVX should work with them. PIVX should work with everyone. I got some ideas with PIVX looking at. I can't even tell you about. Yeah, I'll get in contact. If there's an Aussie ICO going, I'll be in contact. You know me. Peer-to-peer electricity trading. Okay, I have seen a couple of platforms actually looking to do that already. But if that's specific for Australia, yeah, sounds good. Okay. It's energy on the blockchain. Renewable energy on the blockchain. I like that idea because we get ripped off. Like when you think about it, the amount of money we get for the power that we put back into the grid through solar is not that good unless you're on those early contracts. Compared to what it gets charged out at, I mean, it's essentially they're just leveraging the infrastructure to make more money off the people again. Yeah, sell solar to your neighbour. I agree. There was another one that did that. I can't remember. I had a look at it. It was at ICO phase about a month ago, and I thought, wow. And the reason I thought that is because I actually read this Steemit article from a friend of mine over at Steemit, TJ For Real, his name is, and he's in Africa and he does a lot of helping out the remote African communities over there. And what he was actually doing is taking these handheld solar panels about as big as a smartphone out to the people of these remote villages and allowing them to generate, small amounts of electricity to even charge their own smartphones, funnily enough. So even out in sort of rural Africa, they've got smartphones. Maybe not water all the time, but smartphones, yes. So look, it's something TJ For Real was doing over there. It's an amazing project. I donated a little money to him just to say well done and keep it up. But I thought about that and I thought, wow, imagine if we could actually get these little solar panels donated to the small communities. And as you guys know, I lived in Sri Lanka, so I always think Sri Lanka as well. We get these little solar panels out to the smaller communities there, and then they're actually able to generate and put that energy back into the grid. That might be a bit complex through their remoteness, but I'm sure we could figure it out. And essentially they'd be earning an income. That's pretty cool, right? Plus it's clean energy, fairly clean anyway. There's discussions about the actual environmental impact of the solar panels themselves. So, but to me, it's a better alternative than burning coal and oil. So, yeah, I'm happy to get behind any of those projects. It's just you've got to be aware that there are several competing. It's not a new idea. I'm certainly going to have a look at that though. Find out what this Australian ICO is. Anyway, let's get on to Kik because that's something we want to have a look at today. This is one that was given to me to have a look at. I've enjoyed having a look at it. I haven't really read through the white paper so much yet because I don't know if you're still on the chat, Joe. But if you're here, this is one Joe sent me and he's a big fan. And the reason I got to be honest, I'm probably not going to go huge on it, but the registration does close in 1 day and 11 hours. So if you're interested, you do need to get over there and register. There's a registration process asking you for quite a few details. There is a passport required to register on this one. And I was having a look through it before. I still think I'll put a small investment on just because, honestly, Joe, I got mad respect for your skills, man, in terms of crypto research. And to me, I didn't see, I get it, they're launching a cryptocurrency off the back of Kik, which is a messaging service been running since 2009. I'd never heard of Kik, that's my problem. Hey, Kong Savage Ruthless. A-Dog sent you. You're a crypto fan. If you are, stay around. We're talking about the Kik ICO, one that we've had a look at overnight, and one that Joe's very, very interested in. Joe thinks this will do well on release. It's a messaging service, which I'm reading is kind of the preferred way for young people to keep in contact and keep news with each other is rather than going on to... Obviously, they still have their traditional look at me, social media platforms, says the guy sitting in front of YouTube, right? Anyway, they have those traditional platforms, but apparently a lot of younger people are actually choosing to keep their messaging on private channels through things like WhatsApp and Kik and these sorts of services. So it's never been something that I've got into myself. Having said that, Joe's 19, so he knows the market better than me. Joe, if you are around, feel free to okay, Jiao, please feel free to add to the debate, add to the comments there, man. I don't know if you've had a chance to have a look at the Kik ICO. Just tell us what your thoughts are. Jiao said he did a research report about Kik in school. So yeah, Kik's been around for almost a decade now. No, I'm not in England, bro. I'm an Australian. I'm an Aussie from the land down under. So it's morning here. So it's mid-morning, getting on to lunchtime. Go out for a surf after this absolutely gorgeous day here. Beautiful. Yeah, so Zhao, if you've got anything, very good ICO, you will like it. Oh no, that's the other one, sorry. Yeah, Zhao, so if you've got anything on Kik, please feel free to add in, and Joe, if you're in the chat still, feel free. Otherwise, we'll certainly be having the discussion over at our investment discussion group, the Crypto Wave discussion group. So, yeah, okay, John. Zhao's not a big fan. Zhao, I wasn't super eager to get into this one either, to be honest. On original assessment, I will give you a balanced opinion and say that Joe, who does do well in crypto, he likes it. So, there's your balanced assessment. Zhao and I'm not super keen on it. I can see potential, because these messaging services get valued at stupid amounts of money when they figure out how to monetize and things like that, and even if it's just data collection and that sort of thing. Yeah, but Zhao's just saying not a huge fan, to be honest. Some big security failures. So that's interesting. We'll get into that discussion more. And they have some episodes, bad people using their app for bad things. Look, actually, Zhao, I'm just going to make a comment specifically on that. I had a chat with Chad from Rhubarb Media, who obviously I speak about regularly. He's one of my mentors over at PIVX, and he said to me, like, he's a really big fan of strong values in the community, strong morals, and that sort of thing. And I asked him about PIVX, some things about PIVX, and he said he's not naive. He said right now PIVX is probably being used to trade everything that he's not happy about, from drugs to guns to fun. That's the reality. It's a type of currency. We don't get to control how the people use it. We're talking about cryptocurrency. Kong Savage Ruthless. In particular, we were talking about the Kik ICO. And Zhao had said that he'd heard that the messaging service Kik had perhaps been used for some unsavory things, some unsavory behaviours or organisations. And what my opinion is on that is that you can't necessarily control how people are going to use your currency or your platform. If you start regulating it too heavily, it sort of defeats the purpose of decentralisation, in my opinion. Just my opinion. So please feel free to disagree with that. But yeah, that's like the Kik ICO is an interesting one. I liked it because more or less because Joe liked it and he's young and he's in that age group that's actually going to be using that tech. So I did like. Yeah, exactly. The Zeman's made a good point. I don't want to get too philosophical on this, but we can't control any of that. He said they use cars and trucks to kill these days. I mean, that's exactly right. Are we going to hold the car and truck manufacturers responsible for what's happening there? I mean, obviously, I'm not going to get too deep into this. Guns are designed to kill, so we can blame gun companies a little bit. But cars aren't. The cars are designed for transport. So, yeah, I agree. You can't really choose what people are going to be using it for. Oh, really? Yeah, okay. I don't want to... Look, I'm going to read it. I don't want to dwell on this too much because it's obviously a touchy subject. I think we move on to some more crypto talk after this, but I'm just going to read this because it is something that's been brought into the chat, and I think it's important. I'm talking about Zhao's saying that the problem with Kik is it's been linked to child abusing and stuff like that. Many young people use Kik. That's obviously very concerning. I have to hold my tongue not to swear on that topic. So I'm going to move on. Thank you for the information. So far, I'm leaning away from Kik because there's too many other good investments for me that I can keep a track of and stay interested in, and a messaging service is not necessarily one of them. So for me, I'm leaving it for the moment. I was going to sign up and register for the ICO. And just for those of you who do like it, Joe's a big backer as well. Yeah. And Zhao makes a good point. He said he just wants to clear up that, you know, they don't have control over what the app's being used for. So he's not blaming Kik, and he's not saying it's anything to do with the Kik ICOs. That's not their mantra or anything like that. You know, he's not suggesting they have a bad way about them. It's just rumours he's heard on how the messaging service has been used in the past. I'm going to get lagging again by the looks of this, so I'm sorry about that. Let's go back to the market. So that's the Kik ICO. I'm going to leave it for now. You please make your own decisions. We can get some more information. If you guys really want me to, I can go and do the economics on it, like the coin supplies and all that. But when I decide that I just am not really, for me, not interested in the idea, I tend not to look into the economics of it. So unless you desperately want me to, I'm just going to leave that at, that's sort of our little assessment, just letting you know what Kik ICO is about. It does close in just over a day. So if you are interested, you need to get onto the website, which is kin.kik, kin.kik.com, and have a look. The team's all up there, which is good. You can research the team. There's a little video. But for me, like, I watched the video, and it didn't really tell me didn't tell me anything. That's what I felt. I felt like, yeah, these are all good words, and it seems positive, but not a whole lot of information on how you're going to change cryptocurrency or what your value proposition is. So I wasn't completely sold on the Kik ICO, I must admit. Still loving Substratum, by the way. That's probably my favourite ICO, or one of my favourite ICOs at the moment. I think the idea of decentralised web hosting is so cool. And I don't know anything about it, but I just like the idea of it. So that's probably my favourite at the moment in the ICO space. Do you guys see Neo? Exploded. I know we talked about it just briefly. Wow. It was really, really impressive. And I think long term it's still good. But you know what? We were talking about this the other day. And Neo's still yet to have an ICO released on it, right? And it's going to be longer now that China's put these restrictions in. As far as I can tell, the Red Pulse ICO has been postponed, I believe. That was going to be the first Neo-based ICO. So for me, for its stage of development in terms of the coins that have been released on this DApp platform, it's still overpriced. I think it's got, don't get me wrong, huge potential. Massive player going forward, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. Jia, we've talked about this, man. China said they're not complete. Jia just said China said they're not completely banning it. They're just looking at the registration. We talked exactly about what Jia's just said. Jia just said China wanted to buy cheap coins. We've talked about this for a week now, I think, about the potential for misleading information to be released from China and then discredited at a later date. It's happened before. So many times, weekly basis just about in China, in terms of the actual stock market itself. So, yeah, you'd have to be careful. But look, for me now, you've got to, if you base it back to, and I know the economies have changed a lot since, you know, for the comparison that I'm making. So take this with a grain of salt. But when Ethereum had one coin released at ICO on it, I think the coin price was very low. So I don't know about the price on Neo for the stage of where it's at. But long term, I still think it's going to rocket like big time, because I've even read like ERC tokens coming out already being prepared to be also on Neo. So it's going to be like available on sort of both platforms, I guess. So they're going to have the coin, I guess, running as a DApp on both platforms. I've heard that planned. I haven't actually read anyone saying we're definitely going to do it, but I can't remember the ICO I was looking at, and they said we're ready, you know. We can move to Neo as well. We can have this version of the coin on Neo, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, wow, that's really planning ahead. So it's interesting. Really interesting stuff. Is there any coins anyone wants to take a look at in particular? We'll just take a look at we can take a look at the circulating supply or anything like that. What are you doing, Tilly? There's a dog up here. She's really sweet, actually. Tilly, come here. Oh, sorry. Tilly, come here. Show you the dog. This is Tilly. Come here, girl. Come here. Where are you going? Oh, yeah, that's not really... You're just being super... No. Lazy dog. Alright, cool. She was running around all morning. We had her out chasing the water. Oh, Trig. Yeah, cool. Let's have a look at Trig, yeah? Because we did have some people bring that into the investment group. I said, look, I love anything that's going to promote gun control. But I just wasn't interested in guns so much. So it wasn't something I could keep a track of easily. But wishing I put some money into it now. Let's have a look at Trig. And there's another one that I want to have a look at after this as well. It's just triggered my memory. But I'm just going to find it on the charts to see where we're sitting at the moment. The growth on this thing was amazing. From the time someone actually brought it to my attention, I could have gone big on this. So well done to... I just announced in Discord some important dates. They're burning 70% of the coins on 15th of September. Yeah, right. That's a big burn of coins. You know what that means? There's less in the supply, right? So the circulating supply at the moment. Zhao, are they going to burn all the rest of the coins? Is that it? It was John Doe. Okay, it was John Doe who mentioned it. Well done, John Doe. I hope you got some for yourself, man. Well done. Good mention. We'll take a look. Like I said, I was never anti it. So many things to invest in. You got to choose what you want, right? But yeah, well done to John Doe. Great pick. Wow, price action on that. 37.8% in the last 24 hours. Oh, good, John Doe. Glad to hear it, bro. Glad to hear it. Well done. Good gains, man. Excellent work. Excellent. So, $1.29 there in US dollar figures in fiat. No, you did not. Zhao, you cheeky man. So Zhao's gone 6x or 6.5x on triggers already. Ah, you guys, you got to tell me about... No, he did tell me, to be fair. Johnny got it cheaper than me. He has a way of doing it. Zhao finds these lower market cap coins that really do well. But you both are 6.5x, man. You can't be complaining. That's beautiful growth. Well done. Really well done. $6 million of volume on a 41 million market cap coin. That's impressive. That's well over 10%. I mean, I see 1% is pretty good. 75 to 80,000 BTC, I think you're talking about there. Yeah, cool, John Doe. So, I mean, 70 to 80,000 is good, man. You're looking at almost 28,000 now, BTC. So 27,956 BTC. We're up 36.73% in the last... I missed... wow. Zhao just missed it at 1.5 cents. He had a buy order and just missed. 1.5 cents to $1.26. Wow. Pity you missed that one, AJ. But still, man, if you got it at 20 cents or whatever it was you said... I can't remember what you said, but it's big. Big growth. Interesting tech. Like, they're talking about having the ability to have the gun only shot by the owner through, like, smartphone technology and things like that. So, it's pretty interesting. I'm just not into guns. Like, we don't really have a gun problem in Australia. It's few and far between. Yeah. I get your point. That's a good point. I'm going to go back and read that one. Kong Savage Ruthless says, so many people misuse Kik. Kik is for fun, not to prevent death. Yeah. No, exactly. We're talking about Trigger now. So Trigger's like technology overlay onto guns, blockchain technology overlay onto gun security. It's pretty interesting stuff. For sure. And I mean, there's a couple of guys in the investment group who've done very well out of that. Well done to you guys. It's just, you can't get... Zhao always says it, there's too many coins, there's not enough time, not enough... If we all had great stacks of investment capital, we could get into everything, but you got to choose, And moving on to that, like, well done to the people on triggers. That's a good pickup. And obviously, if they can get that right, $41 million is nothing. Like, honestly, if they can get blockchain technology that puts real security on... John Doe made a good point. Let's have a look. I missed the point. I'm sorry. If you want to repeat the point, John Doe, I'd be more than happy to read it out. But if triggers can get that right, like, oh, cool. I'll go and have a look. Man, I haven't been on Discord. Yeah, 1 trillion, I believe. Okay, I'm going to read this from Xiao because this is exactly what I was getting at. We think very similar, Xiao and I, quite often. We've got a telepathy thing going on. So let me just read out what Xiao said because this is exactly what I was getting at. The gun industry is close to a $1 trillion market, I believe. So personally, I see triggers a $10 to $12 coin. That will take it to a market cap of around 33 million. I think you mean... It'd be more than that, Xiao, because I think the market cap's at 40 million now. So maybe, I don't know. A tiny fraction of guns sales, yeah. Look, honestly, if you can get that sort of gun... You think about it. Oh, John Doe. Okay, John Doe said that on our investment group. John Doe, excellent point, man. Like, you've got to look at these economic figures in the real world. 330 mil. Cool, gotcha. With you. 330 mil. So that's... You know, you're still looking at 8x from here, right? That's good growth, 8x. And I've got to say, like, if they can get it right and really improve gun security through the use of blockchain, it could even become like mandatory. It could. The US government could say, you know what, we don't want to take away the rights of the people to have guns as we have in our constitution. But we do need to make it safer. We need to amend the constitution to at least make it a little safer. So you're allowed guns, but they have to have the correct security measures, which I believe is already part of the laws that bind gun owners in the US anyway. So, you know, simple addition to that, they have to use blockchain regulated safety system on the thing, and Triggers has obviously got first in market. So shivers if you actually got countries or governments getting behind using that to help promote gun safety. Forget 330 million. That's what I reckon. Keep going. Billion, 2 billion, 3 billion. Who knows? So yeah, like, okay, it's obviously not going to happen tomorrow. We're still at VC stage, guys. We're still at venture capital stage. They might not develop the tech. I don't know how far the tech developed the tech is. So that's something I'd have to go and have a look at. Hey, Snappy, what's up, Brian? Love you too, bro. Sneak attack from one of my PIVX boys. Pretty good run up on our coin of choice, Snappy. Pretty stoked at that, man. I was just saying, we looked at it at the start of the chat, but there's good sideways movement on the graph. I'm not a big trader, but I know how to identify the signs, and obviously that nice consolidation over the $4. It looks really nice. So yeah, there's a lot of PIVX supporters on the group here. Everyone's jumped in for a little bit. We've all done pretty well. So good to see Brian over here. Yeah. Think spring compression, exactly. Think spring compression. Boom. See you later. Exactly. Yeah. Thanks for dropping in, Brian. Good to see you in the chat, man. So yeah, we were having a look at Trig, promoting gun control, which I said we don't really have a massive problem with gun control in Australia, but I can certainly see the applications for it. No, John Doe. No, you don't need to restart your staking if you add coins to it. I'm adding coins all the time. I'm just trying to get my Bittrex account up, allowing me to actually withdraw the coins because I've overdone my limits. And I've got to get two-factor authentication and all that sort of thing. So no, you just add the coins in. That's fine, man. Just add them to the wallet. It'll just keep staking away. The main thing, I'll show you my wallet right now because mine's staking away. So just try and get it close enough. But anyway, you can see where I'm pointing, John Doe. So down the back here, man, there's a little green up arrow, not the tick, the green up arrow, and that'll be clear if you're not staking, and then it's green if you are. So you just need to make sure that your wallet's staking. If you don't know how to do that, it's in settings. It's up the top left in settings, and you go unlock wallet, and it'll give you the option to unlock it for anonymization and staking. Can never say the word properly. Yeah, so it's pretty easy, man. And then just leave it open. Just check on it every now and again. Make sure it's still open and staking. There's a little lock sign down that bottom right-hand corner. It's down here. Just make sure it's unlocked. It'll give you that. Make sure it's staking. that's what I do. I got a staking bonus not so long ago, but as I said, I sort of took a while. A country made a jet that is a taxi. Interesting. Is it on the blockchain? That's an interesting little note there from one of A-Dog's mates, actually, Kong Savage Ruthless. I'm not sure that it relates to blockchain, but interesting little bit of info. How often do the rewards come? John Doe, we do actually have a rewards calculator for that. I've got to get it. You keep watching the rap I did. Mate, wait till you see the PIVX rap I've got for you, A-Dog. And as I promised, man, when I get some time, I'm going to write a A-Dog 00 rap, you know. Get one out there for you, bro. But, yeah, the rewards, to give you an idea, I did some maths on it, actually. John Doe, I've actually done a PIVX formula, man. If you have a look at my videos, you can go back and check my PIVX formula, and I refer to the website that we use. There's a I forget it off the top of my head, and I'm not good with my computers, so for me to look it up is, I'm stupid, so it's a little bit difficult. I don't know, Brian, if you're still around, man, if you've got the link for our rewards calculator, I think my chat's restricted and it won't let you drop it in there, but yeah, so if you go and check out that, it'll tell you about how often. I think when I did it, I said, let's start off with, I want to say 300 PIVX, and it was like generating rewards every 45 days at the start of that run. So you get an extra 1.8 to 2.2 PIVX every 45 days, something like that. Oh, is that only for masternodes, is it, Snappy? Oh, we're just looking for, what's that, you know that rewards, oh, is that only for masternodes, that rewards calculator? I thought that was for staking as well. Thought we had a website showing for it. Oh, you're looking for it? Yeah, cheers, bro. We do have a website. None of us care. So it's so funny. The crew at PIVX, they half of us don't even have it staking. We're too busy. Oh, there it is. John Doe's got it. pivx.cryptonode.co. Thank you. So that's your rewards calculator there. Is there a coin that's like Airbnb? That's a really interesting question, Slicekeeper. I haven't seen one, man. Hey, maybe it's something you could release. The Airbnb crypto coin. Crypto house or something like that. Crypto holiday. Oh, John Doe. Wow. That's a very generous... Look, I'll get an invite to our Slack group on the link now, because Brian's just offered to tip John Doe for that. So that's really nice here. Brian's a super guy. He writes all the inspirational... Well, he doesn't write them. I think Gandhi writes them, but he puts all the inspirational quotes we get when we log into our PIVX Slack group. He's a really positive guy, actually. It's great to have him on the chat. Thanks for dropping by, Brian. Hey, Pete. Yeah. Do it right now, man. Pete's one of our regulars. Brian, Snappy. He's a good guy. Aussie. Another Aussie. So I was actually speaking to him live on the Discord the other night, so we got to hear each other's voices, which was nice. So let me drop the link for our PIVX group in here, if I can figure out how to do it. Give me a second, guys. You know me with this tech stuff. But yeah, please come over, check out PIVX for yourself. And you'll see Brian's lovely photo as soon as you open it up. It always seems impossible until it is done. That's his quote for today. Nelson Mandela. So we always get like little bits of inspiration. That's like, honestly, it's one of the most supportive communities for sure. You get over there, it's a lot of positive stuff. I'm just trying to figure out how to, I think I can do an invite up here, PIVX. Invite people, here it is, yep, cool. I'm so good at social media and computers now. Oh, John Doe's already over at PIVX, so that's sick. Alright, I'm just gonna, are you the same? Oh, you're Mr. John Doe over there, John Doe, cool. Invite members, oh, I have to do emails? That's weird. Anyway, if you go to pivx.org, I think all the crew are onto it, but if you go to pivx.org, you can actually just link through the Slack group there. You get an invite, put in your email, bang, you're away. You're in there. I'm Fish over at our Slack group, real simple, FISH. Anyone's welcome to direct message me over there. If you've got any ideas for PIVX, we love to hear them as well. If you've got any criticisms, we'll take them. Thank you very much for doing our market research for us. So we love to hear all opinions over there. You're welcome to contact me directly. I do take a little while to get back to messages sometimes because I've got a growing list of social medias to keep a track of. Will, thanks to Zeman. Did you sent that over at PIVX Slack, man? I haven't been on for a couple of days. I've just been super busy. I've featured the beach bomber. You got me into PIVX. Oh, cool, John Doe. Oh, I'm glad I got you in, man. Like, it's a good community. I just ask that you be careful with your buys because, you know, you get these big run-ups, you can receive tracements, so I don't want anyone going into sort of negatives. So I'll certainly try and help you get in on the right buys. And that's why I've been showing you my buy books over on our Discord group for PIVX. And I think that's done me out because I think you guys have been beating me to those little buy orders by fractions, little bits of Satoshis because I've been posting them. I keep missing them on the way up, like I'm chasing it up and I just keep missing it. I might set some more because if you saw the sideways movement though, it's even, every time I set it, it's just fractionally getting higher, which is great chart action if you are a trader. It's good signs, right? But for someone trying to pick up more coins, it's a little frustrating, so stop beating me to it. Yeah. But yeah, PIVX is cool. If you want to get onto pivx.org, get onto the... Hey, Lily. Come here. Tilly. Come here. It's a beautiful dog. Come here. No, she's running away. My buy's higher than you. You cheek. See, I knew this would happen if I started putting my buys up. John Doe's beat me to the market. So did half my friends, mate. I said, send them all things because our fish were like... There's heaps of them wanting to get into PIVX because obviously... You know, top 40 coin now and cruising along nicely, really big building community. We're up to 8,200 members in our Slack group. That's a big community behind a coin. So, growing community too. Brian, if you're still around, I don't know, wasn't that long ago we were celebrating 7,000. 8,000 members, that's come quick. So, yeah, really interesting. But love to see you all over there at the Slack group, and if you have sent me a private message, I'm not ignoring you. Please just be patient. I have been busy. I'll certainly get back to you. Those 10 hours after they set their buys. Yeah, man, I know. Yeah, Snappy's just saying that most people post their screenshots 10 hours after they actually do it. Oh, the dog's been caught up in the rope. Give me a second. She's going to choke herself. What are you doing, Tilly? You got caught up, sweetheart. Come here. You're caught. There you go. You're up, girl. Sorry about that. Dog got caught up. Yeah, so I can't remember what we're talking about. The dog got caught up in the blinds. She's right now, aren't you, girl? She's alright. It's a beautiful dog. Really kind-natured dog, this one. Don't know what breed she is. Where are you going, Tilly? You gonna go sit in the corner again? Yep. Lazy dog life. She's been running around all morning chasing the water. I had the hose out and she just goes nuts on it. It was so fun. I think it's more entertaining for me than her, to be honest. Yeah, so it's good. Looks like we've got a few new recruits for the PIVX group. Yeah, please be patient if I haven't got back to you. It's not me ignoring you. It's just I've got a... I think you guys are having your own chat, which is always encouraged. So please, yeah, Brian's... actually one of the public faces, one of the massive supporters of PIVX, and certainly been a huge mentor to me over there as well. So thanks for coming on the chat, bro, and it's good to see you in the house. Yeah, and he's got the Aussie bloodline as well. Grandfather from Box Hill, if I'm not mistaken. So it's an incredible story. You railroad away, Snappy. Railroad away. Hey, Nizam, haven't seen you, man. What's up? Good to see you in the house. We're probably not long away from checking out today, but yeah. Oh man, Brian is PIVX just about. You could say that. It's a big group of people who I consider to be PIVX, but yeah. I'm pretty sure Snappy's granddad was Box Hill boy, so Victorian. So he's got the Aussie bloodline. Yeah, we all are, exactly. I mean, that's when I first started over there at PIVX. I kept saying, yeah, I'm doing some work for PIVX, and I'd say that, and all the guys over there go, don't say it like that. You're part of the PIVX team, the community. You're not working for us. So yeah, Hey, what's up, Great Capacity? Good to see you in the house. What's going on, Joe?
I'm not shaving my tail.
No, she's fine. She's just been getting in the webcast a bit.
Oh, good.
She's fine.
Good puppy. Good girl.
She just likes that corner for some... I don't think you're going to want that apple. She's asking you for apple at the moment. It's one of the... we've got a few people living in the house at the moment. Custard of Fish is quite full. So we've got Joe, Noah. Who else have we got here?
At the moment,
Haig.
coming.
Well, they're coming. Haig
Haig, Em and Hannah.
and Hannah and Gibber, and I think there's going to be 8 of us or something like that. It's a good thing I got 6 bedrooms, right? It's always fun and exciting. Like that's a good thing for me. Obviously, the rental income's very nice. I bought this house 5 years ago, so the mortgage is not that high, and it's always good to have people in the house. These guys are all probably see me as Grandpa Fish. They're all 19 and that sort of thing, but Grandpa Crypto. Yeah, so look, guys, I will listen to this man. He's a good soul, and listen to yourself, global community across all ventures. Thanks for being you, Fish. Thanks for being you too, Snappy. Man, it's a good community over there. It really does just allow you to be yourself. That's what I like about it, you know. It's really, really nice. You don't have to pretend to be someone you're not. It's a good community. I like PIVX, obviously. Huge fan. So yeah, speaking of which, I've got some work to do. We've got some cool songs coming out that we're working on. Cool songs and raps. I've got a group of people helping me out with a bit of a fun song that we're working on at the moment. That's why I changed this crypto. Yeah, so guys, I'll probably check out soon. We did have a look at the Kik ICO today. As I said, probably not for me at this stage. Please make your own decisions, because Joe's a very knowledgeable guy, and he does like it, and he's in that I don't like to eat fish. Yeah, that's cool. I'm vegetarian, actually. If you didn't know, I'm full vegetarian. Have been since I was 5 years old. So please don't accuse me of getting on the recent bandwagon. Plus, my parents are not vegetarian. It was not a forced decision. It's something my dad said I was spitting meat out even before I knew what it was, so I must have had some intuition about that. Oh, Snappy, if you're still around, I watched that Zeitgeist film last night again, Moving Forward. For those of you who haven't seen, like, I've got a really favourite, like a documentary series. I actually absolutely love Zeitgeist. And if you eat tofu meat, man, I have tofu sausages, because on Australia Day it's all barbecue, right? And I'll still cook meat for other people because I respect their right to make that choice. It's just not for me. It's my personal choice. So yeah, Zeitgeist is sick. Great Capacity. It's best. I didn't realise there's like 3 I haven't even seen. I've only watched 1, 2, 3. I know. We talked about this, Brian. It's your mate from Vancouver. Yeah, I love the series, man. I didn't even know you knew the guy, but like I bought over on Slack. I said, "Have you seen Zeitgeist?" And you laughed and said, "Yeah, I know the producer." I was like, freaked out. It's like one of my favourites. Does tofu have high traces of estrogen? I'll have to look into that. Could explain the man boobs. Just kidding. Yeah, I got you, estrogen. I don't usually, if you make a typo, I'm gonna figure out what you mean. Figure out what you mean. I don't eat heaps of it or anything. It's just a good substitute for vegetarians, and it's good for me to have on the barbecue when everyone else is having a sausage on Australia Day. I can feel like I'm joining in and have my tofu sausage. So that's one of the few times I eat it, like in terms of tofu sausages. But I have tofu. If it's done well, it's quite nice. I like it. Anyway, what are you doing, Tilly? Just licking the carpet. That's just weird. Anyway, I'm going to check out, guys. We've had a good convo today. We're running on to an hour, but I'm a busy man at the moment. I've actually got a phone conference coming up with T-minus 8 months. Okay, hold me to it. T-minus. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Brian. Tanya's coming down this weekend, man. Tanya O'Meara, she's coming down. Like tomorrow. No, Sunday. We're going to do some surfing. Remember we talked about, I don't want to drop it here because it is a bit shh. Yeah, she's coming down to the Goldie, man. She's coming down. It's only like a 2.5 hour drive. We're just both busy, so she's coming down. We're doing that thing that we talked about, the PIVX. You know what I'm talking about. We're going to do some surfing and stuff. We've got a whole bunch of people lined up with cameras, and a bunch of the surfing guys, like Noah Simmons is staying at my house at the moment. He won the Open Australian Championship in 2015 as a 16-year-old. so the kid can surf. He just turned 19 yesterday, actually, but he's staying at my house at the moment. And he's going to help us out and do a few clips with us and that sort of thing. Yeah, so we've got some really good bodyboarders and surfers coming online. Matty Aldridge will probably come on and get a few waves. Yeah, I got you. I'm sorry, I know, Snappy, I haven't been over for a bit, man. I've just been super busy. I tried this 24-hour stream to raise money for Texas. It didn't go so well. My tech cut out like 8 hours in, so I did 8 hours for virtually nothing. But I'm going to give it another run, bro. We're just going to get better set up. I've got some Groms come onto my team now, like 19-year-old guys who are really good with their tech. And they're going to help me set up, and we'll get it like really pumped out, and we'll do 24 hours straight. So there's 3 of us. There's Joe, he was a long-haired Asian guy that was on my stream the other night, really knowledgeable in crypto. He's just bought a stack of PIVX, by the way. We're racing to a masternode, me and him. It's our little competition. Yeah, so he's really knowledgeable, and he'll come on and help me out, and so will Jordan, who's 19 as well. So we're going to do 24 hours, and that way each of us can take 8 hours for a sleep. So we'll have 2 people on the show. Everyone does this sort of 16 hours on and 8 hours off. And we'll get 24 hours through to try and raise some money for the Texas flood victims. I didn't hear how Florida ended up. I heard there was some storms like approaching Florida. So, yeah, it is fast and quick. I think that's wholly expletive. PIVX is fast as expletive. Yes, good point, Xiao. Very elegantly put as well. Yeah, man, that's it. It's fast, Xiao. It's very, very, very quick. It's quick technology, man. We've got good tech at PIVX. I don't just sit here plugging it for no reason. So I actually, if you guys want to know the story, I go back and look at my videos. My very, very, very first video on YouTube was saying go buy a PIVX Masternode at $15,000. Very first video I ever released. I didn't know what I was doing on YouTube, but I knew what I was doing with PIVX. I'd researched it. And not long after that, I got involved with a nonsense group, and then I got involved by actually doing a PIVX formula, which said, hey, look, if you've got $500, you're thinking long-term for your kid's university fund. And this was back when PIVX was $1.64. I did the maths on this. And I said, look, these are the returns on staking. This is what you can expect, accumulation, you know, through the staking. And, yeah, it's a Venmo for PIVX, basically. I don't really know what that means, Snappy. I might have missed a bit of the chat there. But, yeah, so I went and did that PIVX formula. Actually, that's when the guys from PIVX, I went over to the Slack group, and they got into contact with me and said, hey, let's talk about some things. And as I said, since then I've been really mentored by Chad from Rhubarb Media, and in marketing, and inspired by Brian, and we've got Mike and Grant. They're all good guys over there, like really good team. I'm probably missing a bunch of people. I definitely am missing a bunch of people. I mean, Zhao's over there helping us out, just helping us out. Seriously, the guy you just tipped, I think, I can't remember. Anyway, I mean, Zhao's Johnny Crypto over at our Slack group, Brian. He's a good guy. He's helped me out a lot. He's doing a lot on my social media stuff, and I talked to him about potentially not having a huge amount of PIVX to be able to give him this month, because just because we are spending on a lot of promotional activities and things like that. And he said, I will let you, Zhao. I've just been busy to coordinate it. And Zhao said, you know what, it's not about the money for me. I just want to be involved. And so I'm like, actually, let's do it now, Zhao. Have you got your wallet address, man? Before I go, put your wallet address up right now. I want to send you 20. I want to send 20 directly to your wallet right now. 20 PIV. Because you've helped me out a lot, man. That's a fraction of what I feel like you deserve for what you've done to me, but it's just all that's in my budget at the moment. You know, I'll look out for you as we go, though. So, then please, if you've got your address for PIVX wallet, just chuck it up in the thing now. I'll send you 20 right now. Live. I'll show people how to send 20 PIVX to a mate who's been helping you out. From Portugal, too. Oh, that's the other thing, Brian. I don't know if I talked to you or Chad about this, but when I said, you know, I've got a guy who can help us out with the Portuguese side of things, that's Xiao. There it is. All right, 20 PIVX coming your way, bro. I seen that, Brian. Brian's just sent me 20 PIVX on... He's just sent me... I told you not to do that. He's just sent me 20 PIVX on our Slack group. Oh, Brian, how funny was that? I was telling the guys we had that PIVX, like, tipping bonanza the other day. Like, just, I don't even know how it started. I just saw all these messages coming up and everyone's tipping everyone. I'm like, nah, I'm getting involved. And I just started looking at any random name on our Slack group and just tipping them. One PIVX there, one PIVX there. It's so funny, eh? It just gets into these, like, honestly, jump over and join in the Slack group. Don't beg for it though, just come in and hope that it happens to you. But it was so funny, man. It was just like everyone's tipping everyone. It's just going, this person's tipping this one. And it's just, it was fun. Everyone gets in a bit of a mood over there sometimes. Anyway, let's get this 20. Let's get this 20 to Xiao because Xiao's been helping us out. I'm going to do it live and show you how to do a transfer. We've done this before, but I'll show you how easy it is. So I'll just go into here, into the chat where Xiao's put his address for us. Thanks, Xiao. And I'll just make sure I've got it copied. So, yep, starting with DMH and ending in FUU. So what I could then do is go to my PIVX wallet and I'm going to go send, okay, which is up here. Right? Now, Xiao, what I'm going to ask you to do, bro, I'll tell you when I've sent it, and you just tell us when it comes through, and we'll show you how quick it is. Through 20 tips is the whole life out there. Yeah, it's so funny, the little tipping craziness that goes on in the Slack group when we all get excited. Hey, Tilly, good girl, come here. All right, I'm going to pay to. I've copied his address in there, DMH, ending in FUU, and I'm going to say label for this address to add it to your Xiao, the legend from Portugal. That's your account. Don't knock the camera, Dilly. Gosh, she's funny. It's the cutest dog, eh? Best nature. That's actually like the guys have been travelling, Noah Simmons and that. 5 of them in a van have gone from Western Australia all the way to the East Coast and found their way to Fish's Casa to Fish. So yeah, they're moving in, I think next Friday. They're here already, but they're moving in officially next Friday. So 20 PIV. What I do is I've just gone in here and I've put pay to, put the address in. I know you won't be able to see that. I'm not going to spend hours doing it up, but it's the send button up here. Pay to. Put just some notes in so you know who you're paying to, and the amount in here, 20 PIV. And then when I hit send, it will actually come up with a confirmation of how much I'm going to spend. Sorry, I've got to enter my passphrase because I only had it open for staking, not for actually sending. And that's just a way of securing your wallet. So if someone broke into your house, for example, at least they couldn't just send it straight away into their own PIVX account. So, just having a look, save. Just opening that now. Yep, I did the right thing. So, 20 PIVX going to Xiao. Thank you, Xiao, for all the hard work, man, you've been doing for the investment group and for me personally. But, man, I really appreciate it. This is only just a small amount of what I feel like you're worth. But what you'll see here in the red figures is the transaction fee. Now, I know you can't see it, so I'm going to read it out to you. The transaction fee is 0.00002260 PIVX. So 0.00002 PIVX. That's thousandths of a cent, I think. Hundredths. I don't know. This is nothing. Bank's going to charge you so much more for that, and if you go and do it through Western Union, $10 plus the spread. So, you know, that's how I'd have to get money to Xiao, really. Like through one of these systems that's going to charge a fortune. But right now, I'm going to hit yes. Xiao, please get ready, bro. In the chat, and it'll be a bit delayed because it's instant, is what I'm trying to prove here. But I'm going to hit the yes button right now. Just hit yes. 20 has just gone to Xiao. If you can just put a comment in, and when that comes up in your account. And again, thank you for everything you've been doing, man. You just got it. Yeah, okay. See what I mean? And you've got a bit of a delay in the stream. It's quick. It's snappy, as we'd say. It's snappy. There it is. It happens that quickly, guys. That's a currency. That's a proper currency. That's something you can buy your coffee with. Speaking of which, my friend has a coffee van. He's going to be accepting PIVX for his coffees. I'm setting him up so I can buy my coffee in the morning out of his PIVX coffee van. And so if you want to know which currencies are leading the race to be accepted into actual real world uses, guess what? I'm going to be able to buy my coffee soon out of the coffee van down at D-Bar, and they're going to be running PIVX. He's a good mate of mine, the guy who bought it. So yeah. So I might leave it at that. That's a positive note to leave it on. No staking bonuses to support. I don't know if you saw the GIF that got made. PIVX picked me up. Speculation. That's it, man. Or Snappy, we're just going to get like PIVX accepted here or something like that on the van. So Oh, that'd be cool, John Doe, man. Like, the thing is, if people can pay with the PIVX, right, it's seriously quicker than FPOS. It's like, it's like fractions of a second quicker, but at the moment it's quicker than FPOS. So if you can pay with your PIVX, and away you go. And honestly, if you were selling cups of coffee a month ago or 2 months ago, and you kept a bit of that profit in PIVX, it'd be incredible. You would have sold coffee last month and you get $10 a cup for it now. So I'm trying to teach people about that. They've got to be responsible with their businesses as well. So they are going to have to obviously cash some of that PIVX especially if most of them are accumulating it. They're accumulating it with people who will pay with PIVX. Snappy. Vintage clothing stores interested, bro. Really cool, cool vintage stuff, man. I spoke to a guy this morning. So, hopefully we can have that available in PIVX soon. Yeah, bro, it's really cool. And obviously my coin store, which is getting set up now, which actually Brian, I think it was Brian and Mike. Man, they actually gave me the venture capital to get my coin store back up and running. Nothing to do with PIVX, to do with coin collecting. And they just helped me out. That's honestly the kind of people I'm dealing with over at PIVX. Wasn't even a PIVX venture. Of course I'm going to be selling my coins in PIVX. But Brian funded it, just straight off his own bat. So thank you, brother. And thank you to Mike as well, I think it was, or Grant. I can't remember. You guys were all so generous and helpful, and Chad and everyone. So, yeah, it's been a really, really good venture. Like a really, I don't know, for me, I haven't worked in 3.5 years because I haven't found anything worth working on. Now I'm doing 20-hour days. By the way, I've been told by my doctor to pull it back a bit, Brian. I tend to get a bit overcommitted with these things, so I've been told to wind back the work a little bit and get back in the surf, which I did yesterday, man. I had a sick surf, so and I'll get back out after this stream actually because it's a beautiful day here on the Gold Coast. And with Tanya coming down on, balance, exactly, bro. I can lose track of that. No one's perfect, right? And you understand it, man. I'm passionate about what we're doing. You know that. We've spoken a lot. So, with Tanya coming down this weekend as well, I don't want to get shown up. She will show me up. She's an incredible surfer. Tanya O'Mara, check her out. Absolutely amazing surfer. But I will have to check out for now, guys. I do have to go and get some training done. I've actually got a competition on Sunday. One of our... Hey, Crypto K. We're just wrapping up the crypto talk for today, brother or sister, but you're welcome to join us tomorrow. We do it from 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time each and every day. We talk for about an hour. We've gone a little bit over today. That's okay. It's the advantage of doing it on YouTube. I don't have a television network to appease. They can't kick me off. If I want to keep rabbiting, I'll keep rabbiting. So anyway, no, I do have to get going. It's a beautiful day out there. I want to get in the surf with Tanya coming down. Tanya O'Mara is a sponsored PIVX surfer, same as myself, both sponsored by PIVX. So, hey, Grinkas, thanks, man. Yeah, look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, guys. Ride the crypto wave, exactly, Crypto K. That's our investment group, the Crypto Wave Investment Group. So, yeah, it's great having you guys all on here for a chat. I'm going to go get some surfing so I don't get absolutely, completely shown up by Tanya over the next few days. Looking forward to surfing with her for the first time. And hopefully we'll get some really cool PIVX clips out with the surfing we do over the next few days, because we have got some nice conditions and some decent swell, and Fishy knows some spots around the place. So, oh yes, thanks Xiao. Xiao's I'd call him my social media manager, honestly. He manages all my social media stuff. He's only just started to really get his teeth into it, so I would advise watch for some moves in this space because he really knows his stuff. I'm just going to grab our Discord link for our investment group. We have an investment discussion group. Now I want to be clear, the rules of the group are simple. No personal attacks. You're welcome to your opinion on any coin. And please, if you don't like Kik was literally sent to me by Joe. He's like one of the guys I trust most with his research, but I've said not for me. And he's not going to be offended by that. Oh, you like my rap song? Cheers, bro. More to come. Got a PIVX one already written. And I've got a couple actually for PIVX already written, but some really fun one I hope to do today at some stage, and we'll get it out this afternoon with a few of the boys. So basically the Discord group, the main rule is don't attack each other. I'm just going to put the link up. Shad, did you still want me to do that, bro? I'm going to do it. Because it's good. We get more members. Crypto K. Let me just find it. You know me with this stuff. Oh, here's our Discord group. Crypto Wave Investment Group. Yeah, and everyone makes their own decisions. That's the other rule. We don't all stack into one coin. That's silly. Catch you, Zeman. It's good to see you again, bro. Old Boogan, mate. I'm just going to put the invite up before I shut down, guys, and then I'm on my way. So, yeah, you're welcome to join us over there. We talk crypto. We call it an investment discussion group. It's not a pump group, that's for sure. We don't all agree on the same coins all the time. It's just a way for us to collaborate our research, meaning we don't have to do as much work individually. Thanks, Crypto K, man. We've been enjoying our little group. It's been building a little bit bigger than we expected, the whole channel and the group, but hey, we like it. It's good to have all you guys in. You're a big LTC guy? Yeah, man. LTC's not bad tech for sure. I've cleaned up on LTC. So anyway, I'm just going to post this in and get out of your hair for today. So there's the Discord group invitation. Please join us over there for some crypto discussion. We don't do pumps, guys. Not overly eager on promoting the channel or anything like that. We just like to work together to keep us working less. Letting me get back in the surf a bit. Guys, I'll check in Discord soon, and I'll check over Brian and all the rest of it over at PIVX Slack group later today. I just want to get a surf in to start with and all the rest of it. But good to see you all as usual. And thank you for the crypto chat today. And as usual, we got off topic and went on philosophical rants and all sorts of things, but that's what we tend to do on this channel. So if you have any coins that you're really keen on, LTC, I'll just say quickly, Crypto K, nothing wrong with that one, mate. Good tech. So hold on to that one, is my opinion. Long term, you're going to do well there. And we'll catch you all tomorrow for another crypto discussion. 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. See you, Pete. All right, catch you guys.